History, as we know it, is a tapestry woven with countless threads of possibility. What if, hidden within the annals of time, lay a path not taken, a world turned upside down? Imagine a reality where the explorers who crossed the Atlantic hailed not from the shores of Europe, but from the vibrant civilizations of the Americas. Picture mighty fleets of Native American caravels, their sails billowing with the winds of destiny, arriving not on the shores of a new world, but on the unsuspecting shores of Europe. This is our point of departure, a moment where the familiar narrative of history dissolves and a new epic begins to unfold. We are about to embark on a journey into an alternate past, a world where the Native Americans, not the Europeans, became the masters of the seas and the architects of a global empire. Our voyage begins not with conquistadors and galleons, but with intrepid Native American explorers, driven by the same thirst for knowledge, wealth, and glory that propelled their European counterparts. Theirs is a story of courage, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of the unknown. Join me, dear reader, as we delve into this fascinating alternate reality, exploring the ripple effects of this monumental shift in history and contemplating the profound implications for our world today. How could such a dramatic reversal of roles have come to pass? The answer, my friends, lies in the winds and currents of both the Atlantic Ocean and the currents of history. Imagine, if you will, a world where the Vikings, those intrepid Norse seafarers, never reached the shores of North America. Perhaps a fierce storm diverted their longships, or internal conflicts kept them occupied closer to home. Without the Vikings' arrival, the knowledge of a landmass across the Atlantic would have remained a distant whisper, lost to the winds of time. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ocean, the great civilizations of the Americas continued to flourish. The Aztecs, the Mayans, the Inca, and countless other nations thrived, their advancements in astronomy, mathematics, and shipbuilding rivaling those of their European counterparts. Let us not forget the Haudenosaunee, also known as the Iroquois Confederacy, a powerful alliance of 6 Native American nations in what is now the northeastern United States. They were known for their sophisticated political systems, their mastery of diplomacy, and their prowess in warfare. Imagine their organizational skills and strategic thinking applied to the task of overseas exploration and conquest. It is not a stretch, dear reader, to envision a scenario where these advanced Native American civilizations, driven by curiosity, ambition, or perhaps even necessity, turn their gaze eastward. With their sophisticated understanding of astronomy and navigation, coupled with their advanced shipbuilding techniques, they embarked on daring voyages across the Atlantic, riding the same currents that would later carry Columbus to the Caribbean. The arrival of Native American explorers on European shores would have sent shockwaves through the known world. Imagine the astonishment of the Europeans, accustomed to seeing themselves as the pinnacle of civilization, as they beheld the arrival of these unexpected seafarers. The Europeans, with their feudal societies and nascent technologies, would have found themselves ill-prepared for the arrival of these formidable newcomers. The Native Americans, armed with a combination of traditional weapons and innovative technologies, would have posed a significant challenge to the fragmented kingdoms of Europe. Their warriors, adept at utilizing the terrain to their advantage, would have been a force to be reckoned with on the battlefields of Europe. Imagine the thunder of hooves as Native American warriors, mounted on horseback and wielding bows and arrows with deadly accuracy, clash with European knights clad in heavy armor. Picture the sky ablaze with a rain of arrows, piercing through the gaps in their armor as the Native Americans' mastery of ranged combat turned the tide of battle. The initial encounters between these two vastly different cultures would have been marked by both conflict and curiosity. The Europeans, eager to understand and exploit these newcomers, would have sent emissaries to establish contact and gather information. The Native Americans, in turn, would have viewed the Europeans through their own cultural lens, assessing their strengths and weaknesses. The Great Plains to the steppes. A new world order. As the Native Americans gained a foothold in Europe, their superior naval power would have allowed them to dictate the terms of engagement. Their empires, fueled by the resources and manpower of the Americas, would have expanded rapidly, encompassing vast swathes of territory. The Native Americans, accustomed to governing large and diverse populations, would have likely established a new world order, one based on their own unique social structures and philosophies. Imagine a Europe where the principles of consensus-based governance, practiced by many Native American nations, replaced the hierarchical structures of European feudalism. The vast steppes of Asia, home to nomadic horsemen and powerful empires, would have presented a new and exciting challenge for the Native American conquerors. Imagine the clash of cavalry tactics as Native American warriors, masters of the plains, faced off against the Mongol hordes, renowned for their equestrian skills. The Native Americans, with their understanding of horses and their ability to adapt to diverse environments, would have been formidable adversaries on the Asian steppes. Their knowledge of animal husbandry and their ability to forge alliances with local populations would have given them a distinct advantage in this new theatre of conquest. Bridging the divide, cultural exchange and adaptation. The conquest of Eurasia by Native Americans would not have been solely a story of warfare and subjugation. As with any clash of civilizations, there would have been a complex interplay of cultural exchange, adaptation, and syncretism. The Native Americans, with their deep respect for nature and their emphasis on community, would have brought their own unique perspectives and traditions to the Old World. Imagine the spread of Native American agricultural practices, such as the Three Sisters method of companion planting, transforming European farming and leading to increased food production. The Europeans, in turn, would have shared their own knowledge and innovations with their new rulers. The exchange of ideas in fields such as medicine, astronomy, and mathematics would have enriched both cultures, leading to new discoveries and advancements. Imagine European scholars eagerly studying Native American herbal remedies and incorporating them into their own medical practices. Picture Native American astronomers sharing their knowledge of the cosmos with their European counterparts, leading to a more nuanced understanding of the universe. Echoes of the past, visions of the future. A different kind of Renaissance. The fusion of Native American and Eurasian cultures would have sparked a Renaissance unlike any other. Imagine a world where the philosophies of the East intertwined with the spiritual beliefs of the West, giving rise to new religions and systems of thought. The Native Americans, with their oral traditions and their reverence for storytelling, would have infused European art and literature with new narratives and perspectives. Imagine Shakespearean plays inspired by Native American myths and legends, or grand operas set against the backdrop of the American frontier. The Europeans, with their tradition of written history and their advancements in printing technology, would have played a crucial role in preserving and disseminating Native American knowledge and culture. Imagine the vast libraries of the Old World, now home to countless volumes chronicling the histories, myths, and philosophies of the Native American civilizations. This fusion of knowledge and traditions would have paved the way for a more enlightened and interconnected world, one where the artificial barriers of geography and culture were gradually eroded. The legacy of this alternate history would not just be confined to the arts and literature. Everyday life, too, would have undergone profound transformations. Picture bustling marketplaces where European merchants trade goods alongside Native American artisans. If you enjoyed the video, click like, subscribe to Parallels Past, and write a comment below to ask for more alternate history videos.